tragedy happened in Las Vegas, and many people lost their lives. And if you can donate blood, or things like that, there's many things that need to be done to help these people. It's a senseless act of violence that happened. My video tonight is not going to be about the tragedy, but I just want to say, if there are things that people can do to help, that is something we do need to do. What my video is about is because of the aftermath of what I've seen. And I'm seeing a lot of people start to use this tragedy to further political gains. They're wanting to say, now that this is fresh in our minds, we need to do this. And they're using fear-mongering to do it. Using a tragedy this way, to me, is, I'm not sure the words to even use. It's morally reprehensible, I think is the word. I may be using it wrong, but the fact that you're trying to do these things on the backs of the people that have died, it turns my stomach when I hear it. And everybody's like, but this wouldn't have happened if we had this or this. The same thing was said during 9/11, and because of fear-mongering, knee-jerk reactions, we got the Patriot Act. And we're still dealing with that today. And this is actually a conversation I had maybe a few months ago with somebody. Said, the Patriot Act's not in effect. Things expired. And I'm like, yeah. I had to look this up so I get the correct date. And Patriot Act's, part of the Patriot Act expired on June 1st, 2015. When there was no congressional approval for renewal. On the next day, the U.S. Freedom Act was passed into law, which renewed the expired parts until 2019. So, the Patriot Act is just called the USA Freedom Act. It is something that many people say should never have been passed, and that it should not have ever happened. I think my corgi agrees with me. Come here, get out. No, but we really do need to think before we act. We can't let a knee-jerk reaction dictate what we do, because the next time this happens, it may be a cyber attack, and we'll have the cyber equivalent of the Patriot Act. We can't let emotions rule us. We have to think about this. And people that want to use fear-mongering and a tragedy to further their own agenda need to be watched. It doesn't matter if you're for gun control or against it. You can't use a tragedy this way. You're using people's deaths to further your own agenda. And many times I've been in conversations with people, especially after the Patriot Act was passed and all these things started coming out about it, but people's like, but it's going to make us safer. And it was too close to the tragedy of 9/11 for people to actually understand, or actually fully be able to put their emotions aside and think what they actually gave up. And many people still believe that the Patriot Act was a good thing. And it's like, but we're spying on American citizens. We're doing all these things. And many people are saying This is it's just guns. But the problem is that every single time you, they want to go in increments. And this is not even just gun control. This is any type of, this could be on the other side of abortion. The Republicans want to move a little bit this way, and then a little bit further, and a little bit further. Each time they're getting close to their ultimate goal of making abortion illegal. Same way the other side, Democrats, want to gradually move the line where what's legal, and eventually guns are illegal. You can't let your emotions rule this. You have to think logically and not allow for people to push their agenda. You basically, if you want to sit and have a conversation about gun control, abortion, the 9/11 attacks, if there's a cyber equivalent to 9/11 and we have a cyber Patriot Act, basically, we can't let our emotions rule it. We have to step back and go, wait a minute, how is this going to affect us? And the people that are actually saying these things, what's their ultimate goal? I'm sorry if you hear heavy breathing. My corgi is below me here, and she's panting. But please, try not to let this tragedy put you into a knee-jerk reaction of we have to do this. Stop, think about it before you go with somebody or a group that just want to use a tragedy for their own gains. And this is for anything. The Patriot Act or the USA Freedom Act, with abortion, gun control, basically, and I do believe there will be a cyber equivalent to 9/11, to where we have our infrastructure may go down, or that we may have hospitals go down because of a cyber attack. And if that happens, we can't have a knee-jerk reaction to say, we have to stop this, so we're going to give up all these freedoms. These are things that we have to think about logically, and we have to pull our emotions away from it, because if we don't, we may give up something that in 2 or 3 years we drastically regret, because we've given up part of our freedom that's really hurt us. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying, and I'm not trying to be pro-gun. I'm not anti-gun. And it's one of those things, you have to think before you act. You can't use a knee-jerk reaction. I know many people that the second 9/11 happened, they went and signed up for the Army. I don't mean literally the second. I mean within that week, they joined the Army because they wanted to go kill, I can't use the term they used, but they wanted to go kill Iraqis. So they wanted to go kill insert Middle Eastern country peoples here. And they just didn't care who it was. They just, as long as they could go kill somebody. And they thought that's what they'd be able to do. And they couldn't do that. But we can't let emotions rule us. But you can't do they hit me, now we have to strike back mentality. I can't remember who said it. I know it was I believe it was in Babylon 5, and Delenn said it there, but I'm pretty sure that it didn't originate there. But there's a sign that's saying of eye for an eye and tooth for a tooth leaves the world blind and toothless, I believe is what the saying was. But please think before you act, and the people in Las Vegas do need help. If you have a rare blood type, donating blood is a very good thing you can do right now. It's something that a lot of people there I believe it was 58 are dead, and I think around 600 are wounded. maybe more now that after this video has been released, but some of them do have a rare blood type that will need help. Thank you for listening to my video, and talk to you tomorrow.